everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah Corn, and in today's video we're doing another pre-order unboxing from AmiAmi. So guys, in today's video I have another Genshin figure that I pre-ordered. I will be getting a lot of these here. I think that so far they've done a fantastic job on the Nendoroids and the Mona scale figure that I have. I will link those up above. Alright, with that said, let's get on into unboxing her here. So this one, I did get a bonus with it. I believe it's an acrylic stand. You got the bonus for pre-ordering. I'm not sure if they still have some with bonuses up for sale on AmiAmi. So just opening the top here as per usual. We have this AmiAmi card again. And then we have this tissue paper here. Just removing that, and here is the figure we're looking at, guys. You can see a full view of what we're looking at pretty much here. Yes, guys, I got the Driving Thunder Keqing figure. I have Keqing in game. I love her. I will say my favorite Electro character to use in game is Yae Miko. I do have her 5-star weapon, Kagura's Verity, as well. But I do love Keqing, and I think she's super fun to use. And for a starter 5-star, she definitely was one of my favorites. So I'm just going to slide her out here. Rather large box. Alright. The box is beautiful. This figure is by Apex, just like my dream raiment, Yae Sakura from Genshin Impact, which turned out amazing. So I have high hopes. Apex is a Chinese figure company, but it's from what I have and what I've seen, they make some really beautiful figures. Alright guys, so the details on her are, she is the Genshin Impact Keqing Driving Thunder version, 1/7 scale figure by Apex. She retailed for around 17,600 yen, which at the time of purchase was 175.93 Canadian. Obviously, from that you can tell that the Canadian to yen is kind of evening out, whereas before I was able to get things for a lot cheaper. That said, the shipping has resumed, so we have EMS again. I don't have to pay like exorbitant prices through DHL all the time anymore, so I'm very grateful for that. So I expected the yen to of course go up and CAD to go down with things opening up again. But yeah, so far she looks absolutely stunning. I'm so excited to open her up here. I have very high hopes. Again, I love my dream raiment version of Yae Sakura by Apex, so I have very high expectations for this. With that said, this is supposed to be the bonus. According to online, the bonus is supposed to contain an acrylic stand as well as a purple version of Lion's Roar here, like when she's using her ultimate ability in game and her sword lights up purple before she starts zipping around. With that said, guys, let's get on into the unboxing. Alright guys, so just trimming the tape along all of the edges as per usual. Then we're going to carefully open this up here and take out this massive blister pack. Sliding this down. And there we have her. I am seeing the bonus acrylic stand, so yay, very excited for that. And they did also include the Lion's Roar, so yay, I got both bonus items. Just pulled this instruction sheet out at the bottom there, which I'll need for assembly later. Alright guys, so just on the side of the blister pack, at the very bottom here, I see the acrylic stand, which is one of the bonuses that I've received here. And then at the top of the blister pack here, you see the regular Lion's Roar on this side, and then the bonus purple version over here. Alright guys, so just removing the first layer of the blister pack here. I already snipped around the sides. So first things first, we have Keqing herself here. Just going to remove all of these, which, wow, the details already look so good. Oh my god, guys. Her face sculpt is stunning. All of the little details on her outfit look absolutely phenomenal. Oh, her vision looks really pretty back there too. I love the way the back looks with all of the flowing fabric here. So far, I'm really happy with how she's looking. Just gently taking these off. Her hand pose is just so cool too. I'll get up close here so you can see her face sculpt, which it's absolutely perfect for Keqing. Her hair sculpt is beautiful too. The sculpt on this in general, like all the little details, like it looks phenomenal so far. Oh my goodness, she's gorgeous. Putting her aside for now though. I don't know if I mentioned this previously, but this figure was supposed to release in December. AmiAmi sent me notice that she was going to be coming out earlier in November here. Here is the purple version of the Lion's Roar. I think it's super pretty. I do like how there's a gradient from the lighter purple to the darker purple to give it a little bit of dimension here. Really nice. And then taking out the standard Lion's Roar here. Super well done as well. Alright, and then taking off this layer of the blister pack here. Which I have to lift the bottom part. I do see actually in there this little gray twist tie thing that probably holds these together. So just give me 1 second to undo that. You don't see those very often on figure boxes, but I do think I remember seeing these on the Yai Sakura Dream Raiment. I wonder if that's an Apex thing. So yeah, just give me 1 second to undo that. Alright, so I just removed that twist tie there. So, just going to open this here. So first up, I'll take up her first twin tail, which the gradient on this is so pretty from this darker purple to this pale purple, which is accurate to Keqing. Taking her second twin tail here. Same thing. Lots of protective packaging on this figure, which is nice to see with like how dynamic it is, and like her hair is flowing, her outfit's flowing, and the effect pieces like for this figure in general are just so amazing, and I'm glad that they've taken extra precautions to make sure it's well protected. Just gonna remove this tape piece here. I do want to make sure it goes back there though. And then we have this giant effect piece here. So pretty, so delicate though. So I'm glad they kept this nice and safe in there. And then I'm going to be taking out this effect piece, which looks pretty epic. This looks like something that you would get in a resin. Like this looks like some of the pieces I had on my Shinobu resin. So this is like super cool to see here. Gonna have to like peel this over here and then slide the rest out. Which, like, wow, this looks so pretty, and this is not something you see very often on scale figures, like especially like the clear to the matte here. Really well done, and looks, you know, very similar to a resin, so that's kind of shocking. Like in the best way possible. And then they have these two metal studs here. Alright guys, so I'm just going to be taking out the base here. Apologies, you might be able to hear the snowblower outside because all of my neighbors like to snowblow the yards at different times. So you can hear snowblowers pretty much all day here. It's really freaking annoying, but I can't do anything about it. Sorry if you did hear that start up here. Here's the base, which it looks so good. Oh my gosh, what a cool base. I love the effect piece here. Her foot goes in here. So that is a bit precarious, so I'll have to make sure that she goes in there really firmly, make sure she's nice and secure. But like, man, the detail in this is awesome. Now that I have all of this out, we're going to take out that bonus acrylic stand there, which is just at the bottom inside here. Take the tape off there. So it is by Apex here, and MiHoYo, of course. It does look to be like glittery, which is fun. And here she is. The design's really pretty, and of course matches the figure perfectly. So I'm really happy I got this. It's really cute. I love acrylic stands. I don't want to collect like a ton of them because it's very easy to collect since how cheap they are and how cool the designs are, but I'm very happy to have this one. With that said, let's get on into assembling her. Alright guys, so very first I'm going to be putting this effect piece using these two pegs on the end here into the bottom of the base right here. Just lining it up here. There we go. Pressing down and securing it like that. Next up, guys, is the scary part, which we're going to take Keqing here, and her one, which at least it's a big metal peg, but still the one peg that this whole thing is attached to the base with, just slides into this hole here. So we're going to do that, make sure she's nice and firmly placed in there, as that is the only thing holding her on. So I'm just going to slide her foot in there all the way. It feels nice and secure, at least it went in easy. I heard that some people had issues with their Mona. I didn't, obviously, as you saw in my video. She turned out great and her foot slid in easy. But Keqing here, her foot slid in easy too, so very glad. It feels nice and secure. It is kind of worrying, and she might develop a bit of a lean over time because of that, like you've seen with some of the Madoka figures. But yeah, that went in nice and easy, and she looks great right now. Next up, we have this like star effect piece, which at the very bottom, as you can see there, it has like a divot, and that's where you stick it in the side over here on the base. Just push that in until it's nice and firm. Be careful though not to break it, as this is a very delicate piece. And that's how it's supposed to look. It looks great. Alright, then next up we have our twin tails, which I'm just going to take this one here, and then I'm going to place it right here on this side so that it's curving towards her bun here. Just like that. Alright, then we're going to take the opposite way. This part is curving, of course, the opposite way to be going towards this bun on this side here. Which these are a bit difficult to get in. It does take some fiddling around. You gotta kind of look at the front and the back to make sure it's going in like kind of evenly. Just like that. This kind of gives me Miku flashbacks. Like, I have a bunch of Miku prize figures, and the twin tails are always the hardest part. Some of them don't fit right. Hers fit in there right. It just takes so much fiddling to make sure that it's all the way in the front and back, so just be wary of that if you guys plan on picking up this figure. Right guys, so I did put the sword on. Off camera, you wouldn't have been able to see anything anyways. Basically, on the back of Keqing's hand there's a small little plastic stud where I'll just show you guys on this other lines right here. There's this hole here on the handle where you stick that stud into, so that she's holding it like so. Yeah, but here she is assembled. I think she looks stunning. She is so freaking pretty. With that said, guys, let's move on into her close-ups. Alright guys, so I'm just going to take her out of here. I already accidentally split the side open, so that is how I'm going to be taking her out here. So we just have this main piece with her design on it, and then of course the base with the tro symbol. I think it actually looks super cool. It's nice and sleek. Alright, so acrylic stands are pretty self-explanatory. You just have to slide the main part into the base of that, and then there we have it. Alright guys, so I have put on that bonus purple lion's roar here. I think I will be displaying her with this one. I think it just matches the aesthetic a little bit more, though I think that the standard lion's roar does look a little bit more detailed. Just because the colors break it up a little bit more, I think. But as you can see here, the purple does look excellent with her. So yeah, I think I'm going to display her like this. With that said, let's do some close-ups of her with this version of Lion's Roar. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on this Keqing are that I absolutely love her, as has been a common theme with all of the Genshin figures that I have. I mean, they're just doing such an excellent job on them. And I mean, their designs to begin with are freaking stunning. I mean, there's a reason why so many people cosplay them. Like, their outfits are just so detailed and so stunning. I mean, I'm so happy that they chose to do such a nice, unique base for her too. I mean, her next to the Mona is gonna look absolutely stunning. She's got such a powerful silhouette, and I like that she's raised, so I can put her in the back of the Detolf, and she's still gonna stand out. And they just did such a good job on everything, all of the little details, the colors, her face sculpt, her hair sculpt. I don't think I can ding this figure on anything. She was relatively easy to put together. Obviously the twin tails were the hardest part, but still not nearly as bad as some of the prize figure Mikus are. They still fit. It takes a little bit of fiddling, but they go all the way in, and I mean, she looks absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon for this figure. I mean, she's so freaking good. Apex, again, knocking it out of the park. One of the prettiest figures in my collection. Super, super stoked to have her. And of course, I love Keqing in game, so awesome. Super excited to have her here. Let me know what you guys thought of her down below. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of her down below. Obviously, I absolutely love how she turned out. Again, Apex just knocking it out of the park on this one. She's so dynamic, all of the movement, her base, the detail, the coloring, the face sculpts, like, they nailed every aspect on this. I'm literally so happy with her. And for the price I paid, I feel like it's really good. That's another thing to note here. I'm noticing that lately a lot of the pre-orders are starting to get like really expensive for next year for a lot of like basic figures. So she was 17,600 yen, again around 170 something Canadian. That I'm more than happy to pay that for a figure of this detail with so much going on. Whereas recently, I'll insert a photo, I saw this, I know it's by Freeing and it's a 1/4, but it's like a $300 something Ray where she's just standing there. I wouldn't pay that much. She's not even a bunny. She's not even like anything special. She's just $300 for a Ray standing there. That's not worth it to me. That's not remotely worth it. Whereas Keqing here, 100% worth the price. I'd be more willing to pay $300 for this than Rey there. And I love Rey. I love Evangelion, but just something to note. A lot of the figures I'm seeing coming up for pre-order starting to be marked up for a lot of boring ones, so you're going to be seeing mostly next year a lot of exciting ones for me. I can't. If I paid like 12,000 yen or 15,000 yen for like a Kotobukiya figure where they're just standing there, fine. But not, they're like 33,000 yen. That is ridiculous to me. Yeah, if you guys want to see more of me though, feel free to check out my card, and I have my main Instagram and my TikTok linked down below, where I'll of course be posting a lot more on this lovely figure, as well as the others in my collection. I also do a lot of Genshin cosplays, which are featured on both those accounts there, so feel free to go check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.